Originally, I was going to do every single character's introductions individually as their teasers released, but I got caught up with random stuff and didn't realize they were already out by now. I've already done a video introducing Mista, so I won't talk about him today, but I thought why not talk about the rest of Passione in one video. What's up everybody, it's Kami and welcome to the Passione introduction video where we'll be talking about our next set of characters for the upcoming JoJo Part 5 anime that starts next week. And now a light spoiler warning, even though I don't really plan on revealing too much about the characters in the video since it's directed more towards those who have never read Vento Aureo and are excited for the anime, or for those who just want a brief refresher if they haven't read the part in a while. Oh, and if I don't pronounce something in the right way, then I apologize in advance. I mean, I'm not Italian and most of these names are in Italian, so if I mispronounce something, then I mean, oh well. Please don't kill me, I'm not perfect. But with that being said, let's jump in. Now, I already gave you guys a spoiler warning, but here's another one because this sentence with a lot of context kind of says a bunch about what I'm about to say. And you can look on screen and it'll literally just skip over this part just in case you don't want to know. Alright, you guys done? Can I say the thing now? Yes? No? Okay? Okay. So, Bruno is the Zeppeli of the part. We kinda didn't really have one for part 4 since everyone was fine and nobody really mentored over Josuke for the most part, excluding Jotaro in a few situations. Bruno is a character that can kinda be seen as a secondary protagonist alongside Giorno since things kinda just tie back to him. First off, Bruno is the leader of our group of characters and everybody in our main group was recruited by Bucciolati at one point to join the gang. Bruno takes the lead and calls all the shots and is always at the front of everything, so he's involved in a lot of the fights that happen throughout the part. And as Vento Aureo goes on, we learn more and more really about Bucciolati as a character and how determined he is to achieve his goals, which I actually really liked. Fun fact, this part of the video was actually supposed to be for Bruno's original video when I was going to do everything one by one, so the script ended up being a little bit longer and I ended up talking way more about his stand than I intended to. And I did think about kind of trimming it down, but then I also thought, why not just use it? I already wrote it. So let's talk about Bruno's stance, Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers allows Bucciolati to create zippers on any solid object or surface that he can zip open and close whenever he wants to. There's a fucking school bus outside my street. What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to record. So yeah, he can detach himself with zippers. That's pretty cool. Sticky Fingers is an overall good stand when it comes to offense and defense, and Bucciolati's own intelligence makes the stand even more lethal. He can quickly find many ways to defeat his opponents since he can evade a lot of attacks from most stands really easily with Sticky Fingers. I mean, the dude could just sit inside a giant zipper on the wall and just watch you. He doesn't even have to really do much. He's also capable of restraining his enemies with Sticky Fingers, and he just has an easy time attacking them because of the fact that he can kind of just sit in zippers. He can just chill and just, you know, zip, zip, unzip, rezip, zip. And aside from pretty much dismantling his own body, he can dismantle the bodies of his opponents, but completely. Honestly, if you were to put Bruno in like Kingdom Hearts, he'd be pretty fucking scary considering all those characters have a shit ton of zippers on their outfits. I mean, he would just be having a field day, dude. I guess Araki and Tetsuya Nomura really think the zippers are just too powerful. Our next character is Baccio, an ex-cop who after some unfortunate events was recruited by Bucciolati to join the gang after leaving the cop force because, yeah. That shit is really fucking sad, dude. Holy shit, it hurts. But he's this really cool, goth-looking guy that introduces himself to us by telling Giorno to drink his piss, and that definitely leaves quite the impression. While he may seem really weird and angry at first, I can guarantee most people will end up enjoying Baccio, or at least growing an appreciation for him by the end of the anime. Or you probably already like Baccio and think he's hot and are probably one of those weirdos that says that they drink his piss. I mean, hey, if that's what you're into, go for it, but nigga, that's nasty. And also, his stand, Moody Blues, isn't really used for combat at all, but it's actually pretty interesting. Moody Blues can just replay past events, allowing Baccio to investigate and look into things, and since he used to be a cop, I kind of find this to be a stand that really fits his character well, and it's always refreshing to see stands be used for other things outside of combat. Given it's kind of just like a DVD player and he's just rewinding and then he can speed things up just to skip the stupid parts and see what the hell happened, it's cool. It's cool. Just because he's not punchy, 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 stab, stab sound effect. It's different, okay? And next up is Panacotta Fugo. Panacotta, I think? Again, I'm not sure. I might get that right, I might not. I'm pretty sure it's Panacotta Fugo, that's how I've always said it. But maybe it is Panacotta, oh well. He's another interesting character that I ended up appreciating more after finishing Vento Aureo. Design-wise, he looks kind of odd. I mean, I'm not sure why he's got all these holes in his clothes or why he isn't really wearing any underwear. Just seemed like it'd be really inconvenient if he had a wardrobe malfunction in the middle of combat, but you know, what do I know about battling people with stands? And I actually don't want to say too much about him or his stand Purple Haze, since I think those are better explored in their own separate video or something you should see for yourself. But just know he's a cool guy with a really weird sense of fashion. And he stabbed our next character, Narancia, with a fork during his introduction. So next we have Narancia Girga, and he might seem like a weird kid at first, but he's definitely one of the scariest members in the gang in my opinion. He definitely won't hesitate to kick your ass and stomp you out with his boys. Seriously, I've had like 3 different shit posts with this. If you guys didn't see this coming by now, then I don't know. He's also a fan of Snoop Dogg and Tupac, so Narancia's definitely on his hood rat shit, you know? I mean, he is in a gang, so he's definitely on his hood rat shit. Jokes aside though, Narancia's stand Aerosmith is another factor that makes him scary. And while it may seem like some cheap toy airplane, it's actually armed with machine guns filled with infinite ammo, and it can even drop bombs that are pretty much as strong as grenades. And the stand's range is also ridiculously high, but the only downfall is that its precision isn't all that great. It's pretty garbage. Regardless of his precision though, you shouldn't take the stand or the user lightly. And I really do like the fact that Narancia is a character that might not seem intimidating, but he really is a threat. I really like when shows and manga do this thing with characters where they don't seem all that intimidating or all that strong, but they're actually pretty fucking scary. Just got a soft spot for stuff like that, you know, like Kirby. That guy doesn't look like he can do much, but he's capable of destroying the galaxy. Really makes you think. And our last member of Passione is our main protagonist, Giorno Giovanna. Being the son of Dio, I immediately had high expectations for him as a character, and I definitely wasn't disappointed. As more events start to unfold of Vento Aureo, Giorno improves and shows just how capable he is when it comes to using his stand Gold Experience. And I don't want to dive too deep into his stand since I've spoken about it in other videos plenty of times, and I've spoken about some other stuff that I won't mention for this video, but I really do think Giorno is a genius and uses it in tons of creative ways. He's very determined to reach his goal, and he reminds me a lot of how Jonathan acts at points, making him one of my favorite characters in the entire series. Plus his design is also really damn good, and I can't wait to see his journey unfold when the Vento Aureo anime starts, which as of recording this is next Friday. Guys, JoJo Fridays is coming back. I'm so excited. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you're just as excited for Vento Aureo finally coming after so long, waiting for it, making shit posts, making videos, talking about it, doing discussions, talking about it twice on the podcast. It's finally here, guys. It's literally right there. It's just so close, man. I just can't wait. So excited. I'm going to be reviewing all of the episodes weekly, starting next week at like the day of, just like I did with part 4's anime, which I didn't start doing until about halfway in. But I'm definitely going to be doing them from the start this time around for Vento Aureo. So that'll be fun. If you guys want to sit down and listen to me talk about Vento Aureo every week, then hey, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at FreyKugel, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/SuperKamiGaming for whenever I sit down and stream games and stuff like that. You know, just hang out, come around. You can join the Discord, talk to me there, you know, just have a good time. And I'm also trying to expand myself a bit more with my content, kind of diverting off of just talking about JoJo and talking about other anime and games and stuff like that. So any feedback is really appreciated. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys up until now. I know I've been pretty inconsistent. At some points there have been some rough patches on the channel. Some rough patches. Can't even talk. It's really early in the morning. I haven't slept. I've been sitting down working all night on a bunch of stuff that I have planned out. I'm just extremely excited for all of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go sleep because apparently I can't speak English or any language at that, unless it's probably Spanish, because yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to stay hydrated. Seriously, drink water, guys. It's really good for you. I don't think I've ever done a water PSA on a video. I guess this is the first. Maybe that'll become a thing. I don't know. Go drink water, bitch.